Good evening, America, and welcome to the 5-Minute News Hour. Our top story tonight, have you seen my hat? Look what it can do. Pretty cool, huh? Stay tuned. Our second from the top story this evening, Rick Santorum picked up delegate wins in both Alabama and Mississippi last night, winning the primaries there for the Republican Party. Now, Santorum has made this basically a two-man race between himself and the front-runner for some months now, Mitt Romney. Newt Gingrich is still hanging along, but you just gotta kind of, Bill Swirsky superfan Chris Farley kind of hawk him up. He doesn't dislodge easy. Anyway, as this is now basically a two-man race between Romney and Santorum, I would like it to be known that I will now be going mercilessly and feverishly after Rick Santorum, saying mean, cruel, and as offensive as I can without disrupting my moral fabric and what I believe in. Why, you may ask? Is it because Rick Santorum is a very conservative candidate that some believe poses the most threat to Obama, and I lean Democrat? No, it has nothing to do with that. It's more to do with the fact that Rick Santorum is a bigot. He believes that as a straight white man, he is better or has access to all of the rights, whereas people who don't fit that description don't. Now, I may be cutting it a little, black and white, cut and dry, however that phrase goes, but I've amassed some liberal media talking points that I'm going to go over for real quick. Alright, last month Rick Santorum was quoted on the idea of same-sex marriages that he does not believe that they benefit society, like regular marriages do. In January, a woman asked if her gay son deserved the same rights as anyone else. Santorum responded that those rights are reserved for activities healthy for society. Like leaving 2 terminally ill wives and getting married 3 times, or hiding your homosexuality behind evangelical Christianity, or protesting funerals for soldiers and children with signs that say God hates fags. Now, I know Rick hasn't done those things, but he knows very well and believes a lot of the same things that the people who do also do. Rick Santorum, in a world where AIDS is a problem everywhere, doesn't believe in contraception, thinks it's dumb and stupid, and people who do it are sinners. He also believes that the only other Catholic president in our nation's history, his views on church and state make Rick Santorum want to vomit. He likens the fight for the unborn fetuses of America to the fight for slavery and the abolition of such, and that, all these intelligent white men that know better for everyone else need to fight for it. Thinks that a child is better off with a father in jail than with 2 mothers. He also believes in that, his expert opinion, women shouldn't be serving on the front lines because the emotions will run too high. Not the woman's emotions, mind you, but those heroic emotions of the soldiers around them that won't allow that soldier to die. Because if it was a dude, they wouldn't have cared. You know what the Marine Corps says? No woman left behind. Dudes can go F themselves. Now, it's true that Mitt Romney is a politics bot, raised by Duke Phillips and Monty Burns in a secret chamber developed to learn himself how to get the most votes come fall time. And Barack Obama is a young president who seems to divide the country and alienate opponents, and has lost much of his base after some campaign promises were not kept. But I believe that as human beings, both of them, and almost everyone, is favorably comparable to Rick Santorum, who is a bigot. Breaking news out of our world desk this afternoon. An Afghan national drove a stolen vehicle through a fence and onto a runway at Camp Leatherneck in Afghanistan today in an apparent attempt to attack Defense Secretary Leon Panetta. Panetta was unharmed and continued his tour in the wake of the bloody spree this weekend that left 16 civilians dead. While no part of the defense delegation was under any threat, a NATO spokesperson said, a local security guard and trusted advisor named Fabrizio has mysteriously disappeared. Check Buffalo. pizza shops. Send Albert Neary. The NCAA tournament known as March Madness kicks off tonight, and as what has become tradition under President Obama, he revealed his tournament bracket. He filled out who he thinks is going to win the NCAA tournament on ESPN earlier. The president, who has backed the Kansas Jayhawks the last 2 years, picked the North Carolina Tar Heels to win it all this year. Kentucky, Ohio State, and Missouri round out the president's Final Four. On campaign in Missouri, Mitt Romney said he will not be filling out a bracket this March, saying to reporters, "I'm not plugged in well enough this year to do that." At which point they all went, "Oh my God, did he just say plugged in? He totally admitted it! Holy crap!" Rick Santorum then asked that everyone in America keep their snobby tournament for snobs out of his face, to which a Tar Heels fan responded, "Skull, natty ass, woo! Woo! College is for snobs!" And while he has them losing in the second round to Indiana, President Obama also had compliments to pay Virginia Commonwealth University last year's Cinderella story. "I like their coach, I like their team," President Obama said. Which doesn't really have anything to do with anything, but it's pretty frickin' cool! Whoosh! VCU! Go Rams, go! And finally tonight, police in Las Vegas are setting up a sting. With a twist. Officers dressed as leprechauns will be crossing crosswalks and other pedestrian crossings this week, dressed in green and fining motorists who don't appropriately stop. This is a repeat from an idea that stemmed from a November program that had officers dressed as turkeys crossing crosswalks after pedestrian deaths and traffic incidents are up 50% in Las Vegas this year. And now for news from next week. Dozens of Las Vegas police officers are dead today, and holding cells full of prisoners are demanding gold. For all of me here at the 5-Minute News Hour, I'd like to thank you for tuning in, and I'm going to throw this pen at you. Eat it! Also, have a good day and a great day. I love you. Bye!